Hi, this is Smokey Smoktanowitz, coming to you from my busy home office in Oregon, Ohio. Thank you for joining me. And the answer is yes. A PPICD, permanent pacemaker, implantable cardiac defibrillator can save your life. It saved mine. Let me give you the broad strokes. I had 4 surgical procedures between February 11th and March 19th of 2015, and I avoided 3 silver bullets. Now that's code talk for dying of a cardiac event. By 2 a.m. on Wednesday, February 11th, I collapsed at home. My wife Shara called 911. EMTs took me to Bay Park Hospital in Oregon. 2 diagnoses. First, I had a bleeding duodenal ulcer. Second, I had serious cardiac irregularities. Both needed immediate attention, but the ulcer bleed took priority. A gastroenterologist scoped me and cauterized a quarter-size ulcer. Cardiologist Dr. Bashara examined me, but I had none of the symptoms he asked me about. He recommended a heart catheterization and an EP, electrophysiology, study. I was surprised, confused, and actually a bit uncooperative. My blood pressure has always been in the classic 115/70 range. The test would have to wait until my ulcer bleed was under control. Reluctantly, Dr. Bashara agreed. However, I did avoid silver bullet number 1. After I was released, I was treated outpatient for the ulcer. My final exam with the gastroenterologist was scheduled for Monday, March 16th, but I never made it. Silver bullet number 2 appeared on Saturday, March 14th at about 3 p.m. All of a sudden, I felt flushed, sweaty, slightly nauseated, and very weak. It felt like someone dropped a 30-pound weight on my chest. Oh my God, heart attack! I called 911. EMTs arrived quickly, put a monitor on. My heart rate was 190. Normal is 60 to 100. Now this is called supraventricular tachycardia. Then the heart rate dropped to 90 on its own. Both good news and bad news. Readmitted to Bay Park. Sunday morning, cardiologist Dr. Adu Samili explained again what Dr. Bashara had recommended. So I said, let's do it. Let's run the test. I was transported to Toledo Hospital that same afternoon. At Toledo, I met with cardiologist Dr. Asbo, who's a surgeon and EP specialist. He told me the details of the next 3 procedures. On the morning of Monday, March 16th, I had surgical procedure number 2, a heart catheterization. They cut an incision into an artery in the groin area and funnel a probe to the heart to check cardiac plumbing, if you will, pressures, blockages, etc. Found a blocked coronary artery. Put in a stent, which I had authorized in advance. My blood pressure checks had never indicated anything like that. Well, they can't. Recovery was 4 hours immobilized to make sure the incision in the artery was closed. No fun. Surgical procedure was an EP study on Tuesday afternoon, March 17th. The surgical procedure is similar to the heart catheterization, except they are evaluating the electrical operation of the heart. They confirmed the results of the prior EKGs and other exams. I told them, go ahead with procedure number 4, which was to insert the PPICD device into the upper left quadrant of my chest. The recovery procedure was the same as the heart cath, but much more uncomfortable. About 9 a.m. Wednesday morning, March 18th, the device techs double-checked the PPICD. It was working fine. Then Dr. Osbo surprised me by releasing me to go home. Now the exit procedure was extensive. I was home by 6 p.m., tired and sore, but happy. Got up about noon on Thursday, March 19th. Suddenly, I had the same symptoms as the prior Saturday. Sat in my lazy boy recliner, put the footrest up, and wham! The defibrillator went off. Must have jumped 6 inches. About 10 seconds later, wham! Again. Scared me half to death. I was briefed by the doctors to call them, which I did. I was told that if it goes off again, to immediately go to the Bay Park emergency room. Otherwise, meet Dr. Smiley, cardiologist and EP specialist, at 8:30 a.m. on Friday at Bay Park. On Friday, the medical tech checked the PPICD. It was working as it should. Then the tech printed out about 5 yards of an EKG strip. It showed my heart activity before, during, and after the Thursday event. Dr. Smiley said my condition was treatable medically and put me on 2 additional heart meds. I'm set for follow-up exams as needed. The PPICD likely saved my life on Thursday. I can't say it any plainer. The PPICD blocked silver bullet number 3, and with the new meds will likely prevent another occurrence. Now here are my 5 recommendations. 1. Continue to have blood pressure checks. They're important for a lot of reasons, but don't assume. Don't assume that's the complete indicator of your cardiac condition. It's not even close. Don't make my mistake. 2. Get regular health checkups, including an EKG read by a cardiologist. Having your heart checked with a stethoscope is not enough. Having an EKG read by a cardiologist is a must, especially as you age and regardless of whether or not you have obvious symptoms. You may not. I didn't. 3. Take note. Your cardiac system is like plumbing and electrical in your home. If you regularly check your plumbing, but not the electrical, that will not prevent an electrical failure like a circuit breaker going out or an electrical fire caused by faulty wiring. Catch on to the analogy? 4. Do this now. Get an EKG done ASAP and have it read by a cardiologist. Let me repeat. Do this now. Consult with me anytime, and I'll try to help you save your own life. 5. Pass this testimonial on to all your friends. Help save their lives. Well, thank you very much for listening. Good luck to you, and God bless.